Hello everybody, welcome back to another Immortal Empires campaign, this time with Khorne. So as I promised, I finished my Golgfag campaign, and now I'm going to try Skulltaker, who is another one of the new DLC lords. So just looking over some of the things here. So he's called the Blooded Wanderers. I actually did not know what his faction name was. Has access to the Cloak of Skulls, allowing the Skulltaker to empower his faction by defeating powerful lords. Hero capacity +2 for Blood Reapers. The demons are reforged, plus 10% chance for destroyed bloodletters to be restored after battle. Okay. Upkeep is minus 15% for Bloodletters of Khorne and Exalted Bloodletters of Khorne. Campaign movement range plus 10%. Campaign line of sight plus 100. Frenzy for Bloodletter and Exalted Bloodletter and Bloody Onslaught. Alrighty then. So as far as settings go, I'm going to keep it at hard. I'm debating on whether to have endgame scenarios or not. I think I did have it with Golgfag, but it's at the point where it's like, it's just not fun, really. So I think I might, for this one, turn it off. I've gone through it so many times. I don't want battle realism, advice frequency, blah, blah, blah. Not Iron Man mode. So I think that's probably good. Hard. And I'd be tempted to do very hard, but I have never played Khorne, so I don't want to like shoot myself in the foot right off the bat and make it super hard with a faction I'm not familiar with. So here we go. And it's interesting that he is all about the bloodletters, because when I played as Valkia, I was all about like the non-demonic units. I had a lot of chosen in my army, so the bloodletters will be interesting. And I don't have any end for this in sight. So like with Golgfag, I'm just going to kind of play it until I feel like I've gotten a good handle on the campaign. So could be 50 turns, unlikely, but it could also be 150 turns or more. It just kind of depends on how things are going. All right, here we go. So for eons, Lustria remained hidden from the outside world, but upon its discovery was quickly deemed to be one of the most hostile regions in the world. It is not just the prehistoric carnivores one needs to be wary of, but also the debilitating parasites, fist-sized insects, and lethal flora. Such dangers have not stopped those who wish to plunder its ancient temple cities, however, though only the hardiest avoid succumbing to the jungle before ever reaching them. To the native lizardmen, Lustria is a haven, a bulwark against the disorder that has plagued the world since the coming of chaos.
This world has many champions. But to be the greatest of all, one must forge their legacy in the fires of chaos. Many worthy heroes have fallen before him. Their skulls, trophies, woven into the fabric of his cape. Each bestowing him with the power of a champion's essence. For he is Skulltaker.
That tongue,
champion
though.
Of
Gross.
champions, collector of souls. His destiny beckons. Blood for the blood god.
Alrighty then. So this guy starts in Lustria, and I think his first big enemy... Oh, he starts right here. That's interesting.
The skulls of vanquished champions adorn my vestments and cede their strength to me.
So right off the bat, I'm at war with Khorne. Nope, I am Khorne. Tzeentch. So Skulltaker's only concern is to kill worthy lords in battle to harvest their champion's essence, which he siphons into his Cloak of Skulls to augment his power and abilities. Must wage war to maintain their income and harvest the skulls. Blah, blah, blah. In return, skulls sent to the Skull Throne. We get powerful bonuses. With reaped essence of beheaded foes, empower the Cloak of Skulls and bring forth the destruction of the world. Okay. So defeat an army belonging to the following faction, Apostles of Change. I love the first mission is like, here, do the very first thing that you should be doing. All right, so we have Brass Tide, who's a Blood Reaper. Throw him in there. And I guess we'll right off the bat, fight. So we've got a Blood Shrine of Khorne, which I believe gives... Yeah, passive ability is a debuff and regeneration. Encourage and melee attack and leadership. Okay. Physical resistance, spell resistance. Okay. This new Blood Beast of Khorne, I think that's new. Blood Crushers are cool, and then Bloodletters. Okay. So he is anti-infantry and a duelist, so he's good against single entities like lords and heroes. His melee attack cannot be reduced in battle. That's pretty fantastic. Okay. So we're going up against Kihar of Tzeentch. Pyrrhic victory with medium casualties. Well, we have to fight it because it's the first battle. So you always have to fight the first battle. So my brother has this thing where he, with the lords that he really likes to play, like Elspeth and Miao Ying, he'll fight the first battle and try to get like 0 casualties at all. And I think with Miao Ying he can do it. I don't know with Elspeth if he's been able to do it or not, but he likes to really try to challenge himself in the opening battle. Me, I just want to win. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I just want to win without losing any of my starting units. That's my goal. So there's a couple, I think these are Marauders. Are those Marauders? Blue Horrors, Pink Horrors, and Furies. What do we got over here? So Blue Horrors, Chaos Warriors. Oh, Chaos Warriors. Marauders, Chaos Furies. Okay. I don't really have anything that can go up against the Furies. I mean, if they attack me, though. So, I mean, I think my goal is to just charge in. I'm all about that melee attack, so let's see, let's bring these guys over this way. Bring these guys over this way. They're probably gonna get attacked by the Furies, which is fine. I want you to go for the Chaos Lord, and then you are anti-infantry, so you can just wreak havoc on any one of these guys, maybe the Chaos Warriors. Anti-infantry, so these guys are all anti-infantry. Okay, here we go. So you guys are on this side. And then you, and then you, and then you. Okay, so this will help me direct better. So I would like to try to engage the Pink Horrors, but I don't know if I'm going to get back there in time. Chaos Warriors, Blue Horrors. And then the Chaos Shrine is... Oh, the Blood Shrine. I'm sorry, not Chaos Shrine. Blood Shrine's actually pretty fast. I'm kind of shocked. Is it... Oh, because it's basically like a chariot. Alright, so you're going to just kind of follow behind. Because everybody else is slow. Look at the bros go. He kind of runs funny. Look, he's like, it's like a very diva run. Look at his hand out like that, like, oh, so fabulous. Oh my gosh. All right, let's get these guys in to take out the Pink Horrors.
Lack of skill undoes the champion. If God commands, I live for battle.
All right, hurry up and get in there, boys. Okay, so they're actually getting their butt handed to them. Get out if you can. I'm not as worried about the Furies, but it's the Marauders that are...
On, weakling!
Why am I taking damage? Is it the pink horrors? Alright, melee attack to this guy.
Cut down the chaff!
Oh, yeah, it is the pink horrors too, isn't it?
Mere tool of Khorne!
Alright, so they're gone. So now the chaos, or the blood shrine, I keep calling it a chaos shrine.
Strikes us!
Alright, so this is a melee lord. Melee, and he's anti-large, so that's probably why. Although, Skulltaker's not a large dude. Oh, now he's fleeing, though. Oh, they're broken. Okay. Well, maybe it wasn't the prettiest thing in the world, but... So this shrine... Oh, enabled if in melee. Oh, if it's in melee. So I kind of want it to be in melee. I don't know how this works. We might be doing damage to ourselves with all this chaos. Who even knows? May not even be damaging that guy at all. Oh no, he's taking damage. Alright, well, we'll just end it. Pyrrhic victory. I mean, that's what the auto-resolve said, so... whatever. My definition of Pyrrhic victory is probably a little bit different than what theirs is. But the Marauders actually did the most damage, and I underestimated, I guess, how to play the beasts. The blood beasts, is that what they're called? But the exalted bloodletters, I want a stack of those guys. I knew they were good even before I played Khorne. They're not to be trifled with. And I, for some reason, was thinking that this guy was a caster, like one of the bird-looking casters. He's not. He's one of the melee experts, which is why Skulltaker was like, oh. So that's my bad. Army replenished, total favor, skulls. I'll go take skulls.
Shattered necks for the hunter of souls!
Alright, so I got 5 champions essence. And I have ward save 16%, which is pretty good. And I unlocked the... Wow, okay. That didn't take long. I'm gonna recruit these guys just because I like the exalted bloodletters.
For the blood god!
So... what to focus on? So this would give me bloodletters and chaos warriors. Enemy hero, attrition, leadership. Moderately increases the health of walls and shells. But also growth, casualty replenishment rate. Skulls per turn would be good. This allows me right off the bat to recruit flesh hounds and a blood reaper. Kind of want another blood reaper. First flesh monster. Amel Sanks. Skeenwrath. Bludgeonous Slaughterer. And strength charge bonus.
Blood Reaper! Stars make strong! Blood
And I can recruit bloodletters.
Inevitable.
We're just gonna have a crap ton of bloodletters. As far as what to put here, I know people yell at me. I really do like putting garrisons in. But upkeep armies in region enables attrition in this region for enemy armies. That's pretty good. And control. But it's also only a tier 3. Building required mortal settlement. Mortal. Oh, I see. Okay. Soul Keep, Dimensional Tear. Okay, that's why I can't put some of these buildings in here. So this is all about spawn, more blood beasts. Slaughter Brute. You know what? I'm gonna go this route. All about them units. Alright, so we have Gift of Defiance, Income, Spread Rage, chance to automatically colonize your ruins, or colonize ruins. Okay, Too Hateful to Die. Demons for Destroy Demons of Khorne. Okay, Recruit Rank, Khorne Corruption, Serial Killing, Campaign Movement Range. Armaments, Slaughterer's Pride, Relentless Rage. Oh my goodness. Let's go with that.
Our fury shall be unmatched.
Alright, campaign movement range I think is good to start.
Skulltaker.
Increase mobility. I want to be super mobile. And I don't think we're really going to have a ton of diplomacy to do, so I'm going to just hold off for right now. Now, I am recruiting. I actually wonder, though, if I should move a little bit closer and then recruit.
Among the fodder, I
Alright, so this is Unholy Manifestations, Eternal War. Summons a small hostile unit that will attack the target army immediately. And then the Skull Throne allows me to spend skulls to gain powerful bonuses by performing special rituals. Okay. Selecting a ritual immediately spends the required skulls and activates its bonuses as long as the cost can be afforded and any cooldown period has elapsed. The total number of skulls spent on the Skull Throne is tracked on bar in the left-hand side of the panel. As the total number of skulls spent increases, higher tiers of rituals become available as indicated on the bar. This almost feels like Tehenowin's thing. His sacrifices thing. Alright, so we have Khorne Corruption, chance to colonize ruins, income, summoned from beyond. Oh, bloodletters. Active for 10 turns, cooldown is 3 turns. The next Blood Host summon will have 2 additional units. I might do that next turn. This is going to be a challenge because Lustria is full of powerful lords. I could see myself getting on good terms with Skrulk if he survives, or Rakarth. I don't know if they have a version for me. They probably do because I'm a filthy chaos. Marcus is going to be a threat. Albric's going to be a threat. Gorok, Tehenowin. Lustria is crowded. Alright, so we have the Prince of something. The Prince of Tennis. Prince of Persia. The Prince of Bel Air. Okay. So Skeenerith. Can't quite get there, and I'm just afraid that if I put him in Skulltaker's army, the Skulltaker's not going to be able to get to Qu'ittax. Prince of Apostles is what his name is. Okay. So Qu'ittax has a very small garrison, but it might have walls. Alright, it says decisive victory. Blue Horrors and Chaos Furies. I think I might want to fight this because I might want to hold back some of the units that maybe the auto resolve would give more damage to, like the Blood Beasts. And even Skulltaker, like, he's gonna hate me for this, but I may just have the Blood Reapers and the Blood Letters go after them. Because even with a decisive victory, you never know, the auto-resolve could give your damaged units damage, and I don't want that. Oh, and I guess the Blood Shrine might only have regeneration for itself. Now that I think about that, it's not like the War Shrine, is it? Is it? I'll have to read the ability again, but it may just be for itself. Duration. Okay, yeah, it's just for itself. Well then. Alright, these guys are just gonna watch. Over here. The rest of these guys are probably fine. I wish the Bloodletters were a little bit faster. 38 speed seems too slow. Okay. So we're gonna start to move up. So the blue horrors do have a ranged attack. Their missile strength isn't all that great, but they do damage and fire. Do I have fire resistance? Because I feel like I should. Demonic. I guess I don't, but I feel like they're basically on fire. They should have fire resistance. Oh, am I taking damage? Oh no, that was probably just from the last fight. Let's go right to the edge of their range, and then we'll figure out how we want to proceed. Blood God Shackles. Alright, affects if unit is a lord or hero, which I don't have any of those, so. Or they don't have any of those, so that's not going to come into play. Alrighty, so let's have the Blood Shrine. Look at that name. It's just you threw every X and Z in the alphabet in there. The Furies will get in there as well. Yeah, focus on the shrine. That's fine. Alright, so they're taking quite a bit of damage from Chaos Furies. The Furies are dying fast. Yeah, these guys are too. I guess the Furies are better than I thought. Alright, yeah, so they... Alrighty, well, I guess I gave more damage to the units that were not damaged, but that's okay. Now it's more even, so I was really just trying to avoid heavily damaged units, like the Blood Beasts getting really, really low. And I guess I sacrificed some of the Bloodletters for that. But I feel like the Bloodletters are kind of like glass cannons. Like I don't think they're armored very much, if at all. But they just do a lot of damage. They're kind of like Slaanesh in a way. Actually, I think they probably do have some armor, but it's not much. They did pretty good. These guys didn't, but that's okay. Oh, I had them hanging back. That's probably why. Yeah. So this time, Skulltaker was a true supervisor and just studied his army from afar. Skulls for the Skull Throne, blood for the Blood God. So raise the settlement and perform blood rites to summon reinforcements. Okay, so this Your army will summon a blood host. Unit replenishment, plunder, sack it.
I care not for chatters.
Alright, so we have the Prince of Apostles. I'm gonna...
Blade strikes.
You occupy the settlement and I lose the skulls. I'm gonna do nothing.
Give them time
Okay.
for heroes to grow.
So now we have corruption, control, bloodletting, casualty replenishment. The casualty replenishment would be good, but I also think I'm going to... I'm probably going to buff up my bloodletters.
Skulltaker.
Yeah, I'm going to blood... I'm going to blood up. I'm going to beef up, buff up my bloodletters, and then I'm going to probably focus on Skulltaker's line, because I do want him to be like a killing machine.
Slayer of kings. If the master wills it.
Alright, I always check diplomacy. Mange, go away, come again another day. I was actually thinking about doing this before I fought that battle and I forgot. Lasts for 10 turns though, so I've got to start spending some, so 40,000 so I can get some of the higher tier things. And unholy manifestations. Use this battle to increase an army's bloodletting level or gain more movement range after a battle. Well, I don't really need that right now, so. So that's how much the Prince of Apostles, I could get 16. I can't remember what the term is for it. 16 of the things that I want. They have a name for it. It's not just skulls, but you know what I mean. It's again kind of like with Golgfag, satisfaction, unholy champion's essence. That's what it is.
Lord of Fury.
Decisive victory. I will take it. And I lost 33. Part of me wants to just raise. Blooded. Cannot colonize. Cannot colonize. Because occupying is a lot of skulls, man. Or do I want to occupy this first territory? I'm going to just raise it.
The place to bone and ash.
Empower any skull in the Cloak of Skulls. Gain a bloodletting streak of 3 victories.
First among champions.
I don't know that I fully understand all that I'm doing yet, but we're doing it, so leadership and vigor, that's always a good thing. Alright, so I said I was going to try to buff up the bloodletters. Because I feel like exalted bloodletters are kind of like an endgame unit. Alright, so bone and brass as 1. Lord of monstrosities. Red in hoof and blade. Warborn. Recruitment cost for infantry. But then I also have the pillars here, which serial killing. Oh, I didn't see this one. Speed for all units in blood hosts. Nothing upon nothing. Khorne corruption. Serial killing. I think I like the campaign movement. I might go with that early on.
This way to slaughter. And skulls.
And we are gonna continue on, I guess.
Skulls piled here. Yes, a good day. More
Actually, I could just
for the
globally
Black
recruit.
Dog.
Do I want flesh hounds? They expensive. I mean, the cost. I could get... Maybe I'll get a couple flesh hounds because I need something speedy, I think. Alright, so I'm gonna camp here. I know camping is not in Khorne's vocabulary, but we'll continue on the war path. I wonder though if I'm gonna want to come back and settle at Qu'ittax. And Alberic's already over there. Is he heading towards me? He probably is. That's going to be interesting, fighting against Alberic. Early on, I think I want to try to take him out as soon as I can because he probably has... I mean, he's got some cavalry, Knights of the Realm. I was going to say he mostly has peasants, but that might not be the case. Alright, so I'm probably going to have to leave it off here, but I feel like maybe it's a decent start. I don't really know. It's going to be interesting to continue and see how things progress. I envision a lot of mistakes happening, so please be kind because I can see a lot of things happening that are not going to go well, but that's okay. It'll be a learning experience, and it'll be fun playing a very different faction, so... That is going to be it for this one, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this first part of Skulltaker, and I hope you'll come back and see me in the next one.